Hi, I'm Ann Marks, a writing tutor here at Seminole, and I'd like to talk to you today about one of my favorite books, To Kill a Mockingbird, which unfortunately created some problems for some people and was banned, and is still banned, from many schools. This is a story set in the Deep South in Alabama in the Depression era, in the 1930s. When segregation and Jim Crow laws were still very prevalent. It is a story of Atticus Finch, a lawyer and a father of two young children, nicknamed Jem and Scout. A good deal of the book deals with Tom Robinson's trial. He has been accused of rape by a young white woman. And at that time, especially in the South, if a African American was accused of a crime by a white person, they were automatically guilty. Oh yeah, they were taken to trial, but everybody knew the outcome. At any rate, Atticus is asked to defend this man, and he does so. There are some particular quotes from the book that I'd like to read to you, and then we'll talk about why it was banned. First of all, Atticus tells his children, "You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb inside of his skin and walk around in it." He also warns his daughter Scout, "As you grow older, you'll see white men cheat black men every day of your life. But let me tell you something, and don't you forget it. Whenever a white man does that to a black man, no matter who he is, how rich he is, or how fine a family he comes from, he is trash." We can tell from these quotes Atticus' liberal attitudes toward the racial situation in the country at that time. At any rate, the trial goes on. Tom Robinson is found guilty. But there's another character called Arthur Bradley in the story. He's nicknamed Boo because he's kind of a strange person. And Atticus and the story really are commenting on the way we treat our fellow man because perhaps they're different from us. And he proves how awful that is, as well as how stupid it is. Now I'd like to talk to you. It was banned because of some of the language, like damn and nigger. It was banned because of the racial subject matter. It was also banned because it dealt with the matter of rape, which many parents felt was unsuitable for their high school students. But these are the reasons it is still banned in most schools. When we think about the title then, what does a mockingbird have to do with all of this? And to kill a mockingbird. Well, if you know about birds, you'll know that mockingbirds just basically sing. They do no harm, as opposed to, say, blue jays, who can be very destructive around gardens and so forth, as well as they are predators. And they will gang up and kill smaller birds, sometimes for food, but a lot of times just for the fun of it. And one of the quotes explains this title. Atticus said to Jem one day, this is after he had given his son a rifle, "I'd rather you shoot at tin cans in the backyard, but I know you'll go after birds. Shoot all the blue jays you want if you can hit them. But remember, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird." That was the only time I ever heard Atticus say it was a sin to do something, and I asked Miss Maudie about it. "Your father's right," she said. "Mockingbirds don't do one thing except make music for us to enjoy. They don't eat up people's gardens. They don't nest in corn cribs. They don't do one thing but sing their hearts out for us. That's why it's a sin to kill a mockingbird." This analogy applies to the way we treat people, that it is wrong to treat other people who may be different from us in a hurtful manner. As Atticus says, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird.